We all remember that time when we were little kids, scared of the monster under our bed. What did we do? We couldn't sleep, so we went to our parents, asking them to get rid of this monster. This is kind of what securitization is. Securitization originated from a group of scholars called the Copenhagen School. The Copenhagen School existed from many scholars, but the most notable scholars were Jaap de Wilde, Buzan, and Waever. Waever came up with the concept of securitization, and this was put together with Buzan's notion of different sectors of security. Buzan mainly struggled with the issue of what is and what is not a security issue, and sought to broaden the understanding of security. He argued that we needed an analytical framework to broaden the security agenda and judge then what is and what is not a security threat. Otherwise, he said, the concept of security would just become meaningless, and it could be everything and anything at the same time. Buzan thought security existed from the fundamental concept of survival. Something needed to be posed as an existential threat. Something that threatens the survival of the referent object, as they called it. This referent object can then be defined as that to which one can point and say, it has to survive, therefore it is necessary to fill in the blank. This analytical framework Buzan and Waever use is called securitization theory. So the first thing we need to talk about when we talk about securitization theory is the notion of the speech act. The speech act is, shortly said, just saying security. So saying that something is a security threat. This can be done by a person, a state, or just something else. Saying security then starts the process of securitization. Firstly, we need to see that the problem is in the normal realm of politics. In our example of the monster under bed, we could just see this as a room without a monster under a bed, so just a normal room from our childhood. But when we as childs see this monster from under our bed, we then run to our parents, as we said, and we say to them, there's a monster under our bed. So to say there's a monster under our bed is to speak security. So by saying there's a monster under our bed, we securitize a threat. What we just did was perform a speech act. We said to our parents there was a monster under our bed. This speech act in securitization theory is a part of a securitizing move. A securitizing move can then be defined as an attempt to securitize an issue or threat by labeling it as a security issue. To get rid of this threat, extraordinary measures need to be taken, which need to be legitimized by a certain audience. In our case, we could say that this audience may be our siblings, which go to our parents and say, look under the bed, there is indeed a monster there. They could be acting then as a kind of moral audience. One of our parents then could tell the other parent to go look under the bed and to get rid of the monster. This would be acting as the enabling audience. As one parent often tends to listen to their partner or their children, they go upstairs and look if there really is a monster under their bed. And what do they find? A monster under our bed. So, what then is the next step securitization theory would suggest? The parent needs to take extraordinary measures. This could, for example, be letting us as the child sleep in another bedroom until the parent gets rid of the monster. When our parents get their hands on a bat or something sharp or something else to get rid of the monster under our bed, they have taken the extraordinary measures to de-securitize this problem. This desecuritization can be seen as the end point of securitization theory. We as childs can return to a safe room without a monster under our bed. Although securitization theory is really a central concept in the study of security, it is not without its flaws. Many scholars have used it, critiqued it, and adopted it in their own studies. So, to get a better understanding of the concept of security, securitization, and the security theory in general, I will list some sources I used and other articles you could read to get a better understanding of the whole. If you like this video, leave a like. And if you like this video even more, you can even consider subscribing. Either way, I thank you for watching and listening, and I hope to see you in a future video.